My topic today is on organ transplantation and becoming an organ donor. I feel very strongly about this topic, and it is my hope to create a realization in each and every one of you about how important it is to be an organ donor. I hope to provide you with statistical evidence to show you how something as tragic as losing one life can bring about something as wonderful as saving many lives. Organ donation and organ transplants have come a long way. However, there is still a great need. As I stated previously, the success rates of transplant surgery have improved beyond belief. It is amazing to me to hear all of the stories of successful transplants as I work in the hospital. These are people who have no other chance at life other than a transplant, and I see them get up and leave the hospital as if they are a completely new person. I have seen people in such terrible liver failure that they are completely orange. Imagine walking into a room and it is like having a human pumpkin laying in the bed looking at you. Then to see them have a transplant surgery and look and act completely different. I mean, it is such a difference that you wouldn't even recognize them. Having said all of that, even with the growing success rates, there is still a staggering shortage in the supply of organs and tissues available for transplantation. The reason for this is because there is a shortage of people who are willing to donate. Many Americans need transplants, but the majority of those people will die before they ever receive transplants due to these shortages. Did you know that there are approximately 105,784 people waiting for a transplant as of February 22, 2010? On top of that, there are about 3,000 new patients added to that list every single month. Because of the lack of available donors in this country, 2,025 kidney patients, 1,347 liver patients, 458 heart patients, and 361 lung patients died in 2001 while waiting for life-saving organ transplants. Nearly 10% of the patients currently waiting for liver transplants are young people under the age of 18. These are young people who do not even know what life is all about yet. They haven't even had the chance to experience all that they deserve to experience. Did you also know that every single day, 16 to 17 people die while waiting for a transplant of a vital organ, such as a heart, liver, kidney, pancreas, lung, or bone marrow? That just absolutely astounds me. Think of all the lives that would be saved, not on a yearly basis or even a monthly basis, but on a daily basis if everyone became an organ donor. I have heard a lot of excuses for why people do not want to become organ donors. Many people are worried about how they will look for the funeral. Organ donors and tissues are surgically removed, and the donor's body is closed as in any other surgery. There are no outward signs of organ donation, and an open casket funeral is still a possibility. Some people might say they do not want to pay the expense associated with organ donation, but all costs related to the donation of organs and tissues are paid for by the donor program. If you receive a bill by mistake, you should call immediately. People might think they are too old to be an organ donor, but acceptable donors can range anywhere from newborn to 65 years or older. Donors who are 65 years or older may be able to donate their corneas, skin, bone, etc. Then there are those people who wonder, will they really do everything they can in order to save my life if they know I'm an organ donor, or are they just organ happy? Acceptable donors are those who are brain dead, which means their brain function has ceased permanently, but their heart and lungs continue to function with the use of ventilators and machines. Brain dead is the legal definition of death, and until you are pronounced brain dead, they will not even consider you for organ donation. The doctors and other hospital staff have a legal and ethical obligation to do everything they can to keep you alive. There is also organ and tissue donations from living donors. Some people might say it is against their religion. However, virtually all religious denominations approve of organ and tissue donation as representing the highest humanitarian ideals and the ultimate charitable act. An organ donation and transplant are truly the gift of life. By becoming an organ donor, you are giving people the chance to live even after you are gone. You are essentially a hero because you are saving someone else's life. And it's not just one life that you are saving either. Usually it is multiple lives. By donating your eyes, you can give someone the chance at sight that they might have never been given. The number of Americans on waiting lists for corneas averages as high as 5,000 at any given moment. Corneal transplantation results in improved vision in nearly 95% of those who go through the procedure. My grandmother has had a cornea transplant, and I am so thankful that someone was willing to be a donor and give my grandmother the chance at sight. Some people may not think they can donate their corneas because they have existing eye problems, but actually, corneas are acceptable for donation regardless of abnormalities in the vision. You can donate your skin and tissue. It can be used for skin grafts for burn victims, and it can save up to 50 lives. You can donate your bone marrow, which could be someone's only cure for cancer. Over 1,000 bone marrow transplants were performed in the U.S. in 1999, and the majority of bone marrow transplants are done for leukemia. Think of the children that you are essentially giving life to. An estimated 10,000 to 14,000 people who die each year meet the criteria for donation, but less than half of that number are actually organ donators. I cannot express how much that number bothers me, and I hope it bothers you as well. I hope that all of these statistics and all the information presented here persuade each of you listening to become organ donors. Please sign a uniform donor card to indicate your wish to become a donor, and remember to let your friends and family know the decision that you have made. Your next of kin will be the one to sign the consent forms for donation, and it is estimated that 35% of potential donors never actually become donors because family members refuse to give consent. Please make sure they know to honor your wishes. For those of you who are already organ donors, I hope you feel honored and count yourselves blessed to be able to save someone else's life.